Zig talking his way out of bronze game number 111 between myself over here and Falcon up at the top left of Shakira's Plateau. And yes, it is once again another PvP. Sorry, it's all I get. I can't help it. Now, continuing into season 8, things start to take a slight turn for the better. I played an AI a game versus a very hard AI and realized that I make all of 4 units for when they all in me with like 6 roaches and 4 lings. But here's me trying out my 3 Stalker rush, and something weird happened here because when I was ready to make 3 Stalkers, I was not ready to make Stalkers. So I think I know why. Well, no. Because I eventually went with a forward pylon. So I know that on the 12 is when I'm supposed, because I've been letting my gateway go a little longer, but for the 3 Stalker rush, I know that the 12 gateway is kind of important. So there it goes, 12 gateway, and then you gotta wait. So you just kind of cut probes for just a moment, and then bam, probe, there. Meanwhile, Dude Skurs doesn't seem to be doing anything over there, even though his APM is quite a bit higher. So I finally scout him out. Now at Shakira's there is no close by ground. So there's this, and I look at it and I think, huh, fast, sort of 1 gate expand, taking a gas, fair enough. Not all that much going on in there. My economy's on par. So he's got his gate on the way. My gate is coming up first, mostly because I did mine on the 12. Now I was pretty happy about this. Is when that came up, I was right at. Could have been a little quicker, but waiting there, and there's that pylon. So then I put forth another pylon. Maybe I was too no, I was not too early into the gas. Well, okay, yeah, maybe I was a little early into the gas. So forward pylon, because here you can get up on this on this ledge if you have, for example, a robotics bay, a robotics facility, and you get an observer over there. So in the meantime, I just managed to get a little bit of sight and vision, trying to see if he's going to do anything crazy. So there we go. And alright. Yeah. 34. I was on 1 too many pylons. So the forward pylon, yes. This pylon, no, because at this point, I would have had exactly the right, 100 on top of that. I would have been able to afford the first Stalker, and then Gateway could have started up in a moment. So I was looking at this, and my Cybercore had just finished, and I thought, okay, I'm going to get my Stalker, and I thought, I can't. Well, okay, what do I have the money for? And I said, I don't even have the money for a Zealot, so I got to get something out there. So I started up a Sentry. My first unit out was a Sentry. Now he doesn't have any units out just yet. He's still is he getting a second gateway, it seems? Can't really quite tell. Finally get his Cybercore down. So I'm just kind of a little bit ahead right now. Our pro production is pretty much similar. His APM spam is a little higher than mine. So I decide, well, since I can't burst out all the Stalkers I want, I might as well just chrono onto the warp gate and turn this into kind of a clumsy 3-gate robo. So that's what I do. And I have 3 gateways now. Still not seeing any action over here. He's obviously not seeing me. No, not seeing my little expansion thing. Oh, there he goes. So he's finally coming up for a bit of a scout. And at the point of the scout, I actually notice him. And he does get past me, and I feel sort of stupid. So he does get in for a scout, which is annoying. So he sees that I have 3 gates. And he sees me getting both gas. Oh. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. Just me adjusting my headset for no reason. So he does spot that. I decided to prevent him from escaping just for whatever reason. That's a bit of a waste of a force field. 40. Yeah, it could be better. Because, yeah, 70. Oh, it's 75 energy for Guardian Shield, 50 for force field. And I think they start with 50. But someone else can prove me right or wrong on that. make a bunch of zealots. Almost done there. Is this the one? There's one where I was canceling. No, I'm supply blocked again. Darn it. Oh, I did cancel that one. So I just decided, I thought I was running a few of them out of the gateways that were a little too early. I wasn't, but I canceled it at about 66%, which is a bit annoying. So, I have a small little army there, and they decide to just do a little quick peek around, and then I think I do come down and check this area right here, because this is where 4-gators usually put their stuff. So I do eventually check for that, even though we're coming up on the 7-minute mark, so if he was 4-gating, I would be screwed by this point. Luckily, he is not. I think he's got a 3, yeah, he's trying for a 3-gate robo as well. Oh, he's got his expand going. My expand is not quite up just yet, but I think it eventually gets on the way. Where's... Ah, there we go. So finally got my observer going, and had enough for the expansion. Managed to get another sentry, so that's capping off my new 2-sentry limit that I think is kind of nice, and I'm happy with. This I eventually started using this as my sort of forward pylon, mostly because the forward probe I take doesn't do so well. So I get excited now because my observer's out, then I totally forget about stuff back home because I should be warping in some more units even as we speak, though I am a little bit ahead at the moment, which is cool. He's just either not spending enough, or what is the income like? Yeah, I'm doing a little bit better. So finally, here we go. Now the funny thing here is, oh, you see that? He sees me and I see him. Out goes his observer. So I think, well, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go with this plan anyway. And you can actually, even with this small amount, you can get these in. So I decided to move them to here and then attack move afterwards. So how many do I get here? Workers killed. 3, 4, 5. I got 5. 5 for 3 stalkers. But I did prevent a fair amount of income going on. Yep, look at that, dropping way, way back, but he did have the income to keep going. So it felt like some harassment. What I also mainly wanted to do was divert attention from his front door. And I thought I would just waltz up, but for whatever reason they also had, I shouldn't be so sexist, my game's o-ring. 2... Is that all I had? They're just two gate robo? Oh no, 3-gate, okay. I just hadn't seen the other ones. So let's just go back again. So I move these dudes in. In they go, make that move. Come down to these guys. Get them going in. So while they were walking, yes, technically I probably could have microed up there a little bit, but I saw that we were under attack. I even warped in another one from... I think I warped in another one. Try to focus down the cannons because he did have the 2 pylons, which was kind of crap. So all he had was 4 stalkers at this point. I managed to get a small reinforcement in because I'm only on 3-gate robo. I'm also pushing forward with an immortal finally using that 3-gate robo. And he sort of screwed himself with the force field, also screwed himself by splitting up his army trying to stop me up there, which he did, but at the same time it wasn't really quite enough. So at this point, kill 0, kill 0, kill 0. Do we have any 4 kills? 4 kills, 6 kills. Hot! Got my observer with me just in case. Question is, where's his observer? Ah, his observer is right over here. Oh, no GG! Lame! So for some reason I had just one little watching zealot just over there. So I got in. Kind of pincered him. I mean, this is a really easy map to exploit like that. I mean, look at all that space up there. So that's really easy to take advantage of. Once you take advantage of that, you just move in. But like I said, right click and then an attack move. Shift A move after that, and that will get you in the position. it probably would have made a bit more sense to right-click over here, maybe, and then A move that way, but he would have gone around one way or another, so a little bit of micro probably could have saved that a bit better. I'm just doing some basic bronze type maneuvers. So let's have a final look at the APM and got up to 30. Happy with 30. So that was a failed 3-stalker rush that just sort of turned into kind of a weak 3-gate robo push, because in doing a 3-stalker rush, which probably would have done really well against this, my 3-stalker rush ended up making one too many pylons, and that was the problem. So there you go. Leave me a comment, send me an email, ziggydzig@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter @ZiggyStarCraft. Stay tuned.